Hello everyone! After finishing Persona 5 Royal in January, I have been meaning to play its spin-off game, or sequel, as you want to call it, really. Persona 5 Strikers. Its focus is not on turn-based, but it's more on action. It's made by the devs of the Dynasty Warrior games, and the one Berserk and the Band of the Hog, I think. Omegaforce. I have played over 10 hours, and I can't say I am impressed, but I am overall satisfied with the product. It feels like a direct continuation of the ending of Persona 5, not the Royal version, don't be confused on that. It just picks up where the ending left off, and immediately the story managed to grab you. It didn't disappoint in that matter, the whole squad is back, and a new problem arises, which highlights the need for the Phantom Thieves to emerge. A summer vacation with close friends takes a sudden turn as a distorted reality emerges. Reveal the truth and redeem the hearts of those imprisoned at the center of the crisis. There are a few new character additions on the story, not only on the villain side, but even amongst your companions. You'll get new characters joining the Phantom Thieves crew that will aid you in the fights to come. Honestly, it feels like more Persona 5. The only difference you'll notice is the places you can travel to. They are more restricted, even the maps themselves seem a bit smaller. You have overall less agency, less side activities, but in its core it's more Persona 5. Another big difference, of course, is the combat. I thought they would make it very generic, like the Dynasty Warrior games. I don't like those really, if I'm being honest. But the combat is actually very well done. I think they had some collaboration with atlus, for sure, otherwise it would have been very genetic. And there is strategy to it. Despite being real-time action, you can target shadow weaknesses by using your personas, and when you do that, it's basically a pause button that you have, so you can target a specific area on the ground where the shadows are, and you can put the persona attack that you want to use there. You have multiple personas, of course, so you can just switch around the persona that you want on a pause. It's the screen is paused, and you can search for the persona that has the ability with the weakness for the shadows that you are fighting. I gotta say, I love the speed, I love the fluidity, and the hit feedback so far on the combat. It does really feel responsive. It gets a bit more repetitive than Persona 5 and the turn-based combat. It isn't as, dynamic. It's how do I say it? After a while, the combat can feel a bit repetitive. Aside from that, it's Persona 5 101. You have your healing items, your items to boost SP, to cure fear, and other type of debilitating effects. You can also gain more HP and other things, which I haven't delved too much, by increasing your bond with your Phantom Thieves companions. This is done by completing requests, as you are on a palace. So, of course, you also can't import companion progress from 5 or Royal. You start from level 1 and you need to catch all the personas again. I don't think the number of personas match the number from 5, but I might be wrong. All features from the Velvet Room are also here, like leveling up your personas, switching the ones you want to use, and of course executing and fusing them to create new ones. You still have a limit restriction on how many personas you can hold. Soundtrack is more of the same, it's another masterpiece from atlus. They put a few new bangers here from what I noticed so far, and it complements well with Persona 5, 4 and 3 tracks that you can choose. But all in all, I am having a lot of fun with Persona 5 Strikers, more Persona 5, it's the same characters we spent hundreds of hours with and they are back, just that alone is worth the journey itself. Couple that with a new take on Persona combat and a fast-paced take at that, and you have a very fun and interesting formula. I do have to say that, of course, they innovate so far from what I've seen. I really like this bond thing where the more you use your characters, you don't only control Joker, you can control the other characters and fight with them, use their personas. Of course, they don't hold more personas, it's just theirs, just like in Persona 5. But it's very fun because they're, the combat animations, the abilities that they use even for a basic or a heavy attack that they do, it's different than Joker. So even if Joker dies as well, which is something that didn't happen on Persona 5, if he died, it's basically game over. Here, if he dies, you can continue fighting with the other members of the team. So that's cool. From what I've read, it takes around 50 hours, 100% Persona 5 Strikers, so I guess I expect to see a review until the end of the month for this game. I'll also have an early thoughts video for Star Wars Jedi Survivor very soon, either on the same day that this drops or tomorrow. So stay tuned, and see you on the next one, guys. Bye.